Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the video. Today's beverage of the week: Nestle Pure Life Frosty Water. Does the body right. Nestle? How do you? I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, so we've got a good episode for you here today, guys. I had a much better sales week. The last two episodes were rough because I was in LA playing the new Call of Duty. Then I came back and I was at a bachelor party, and then the fair started, and just had all kinds of stuff going on in personal life and that stuff too. So like basically there was like a 2-week stint where I listed maybe like one day. I had like one day where I actually listed product. And aside from the obvious, like the more stuff you list, the more stuff you sell, obviously just because of, you know, you're listing more, you're going to have more to sell. There's something algorithmically going on with eBay where basically if you're not listing on a daily basis, they're not promoting your listings that that you already have. Or something of the sorts. It's obvious to most eBay sellers. Anyways, so this past week I was listing quite a bit, a decent amount, fairly regularly, back to normal. So, but at the same time, this all up here was my eBay office, and I've been transitioning it out to the garage. You guys will see this Saturday, instead of the normal yard sale video, you'll see a video. I'm going to showcase the entire new setup. It's pretty awesome. I have like an eBay warehouse now. It's way more functional and I love it. But as busy as I was with that, you know, I would be moving stuff and building shelves and all that most of the day, and then I would stop. I'd take a couple hours to list some stuff, you know. So anyways, sales were a lot better. Let's get into it. The Karate Kid NES Nintendo Entertainment System in the box. No instructions, just the box and the game. This was actually a part of that auction that I went to, and I believe everything that I bought at the auction was $75, I believe. You can go back and watch the auction video. I didn't have the spy glasses at the time, so there wasn't actual footage from the auction, unfortunately, but I did a recap of like everything that I bought, exactly what I bought and how much I got it for. I'm pretty sure this is all profit at this point. I sold a bunch of the Star Wars cups for like $65 altogether. Still have some of those Star Wars cups listed. I've made my money back and started profiting. And I still haven't even listed. It came with like 2 Sega Genesis, a Super Nintendo, and a Nintendo 64. So it was a really good buy at the auction. So anyways, $19.99 plus $4.39 ship. Not too bad. Pretty good little sale right there. Disney's Goof Troop SNES, $16.99, $3 shipping. Label was a little tore up. I think I might have accepted a little bit lower of an offer on this. I think they sent an offer on it, and I accepted it because like I said, the label's not the best and all that. This account was kind of sitting dormant for a long time, and we went back and found a bunch of games that we thought were listed, but for some reason weren't anymore. And we relisted them at prices to sell, and they sold like real quick. So Resident Evil on GameCube at $9.34 plus shipping on top. Good little sale there. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, just the game and the manual, no case with that, so you know, not much. $2.54 with shipping on top, so it's still not bad. Turok Evolution, man, that just seeing the cover of that game, I remember loving this game, playing it back in the day. Turok Evolution, $1.99 plus ship. Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. Actually, real quick, I think Star Wars, Turok, Call of Duty Big Red 1, and Call of Duty Finest Hour. All these were by the same buyer. I can't remember your name, buddy, but I know it was a viewer sale. He purchased all of these and then sent me, he didn't send a buyer's note. He sent a message somewhere else later and said, by the way, I forgot to put a buyer's note or something like that. But I do know it was a viewer, and he ordered all 4 of those games. So thank you for your purchase, man. I appreciate the support. I think he actually said he set up an eBay account just to support me, so that's awesome. If you guys want to support me even more, if you guys do pick up anything off my shop, please make sure you leave feedback. Feedback is very, very important on these sales. If you guys could leave positive feedback after your purchase, that would help me indefinitely. Carnival Games on the Wii, $2.54 plus shipping. Nothing too exciting. UFC Sudden Impact on PS2. Whenever these kind of games sell, I'm just like, what? That's weird. Like, who's still looking for that stuff? It's crazy. $1.50, 366 shipping. Again, if you guys have been watching this stuff for a while, you know I've listed a lot of these, like, single $1.50 games a long time ago when we were just getting into it. We were kind of just playing around, seeing... I don't know what we were thinking on it. Like, looking back on it now, I'm like, why did we even take the time? You know, like, we're going to start lotting up a bunch. Like, if we get a bunch of PS2 games, they're only worth $1 a piece. We're just going to sell 20 of them together for 15 bucks. You know, we'd rather do it that way than mess with these $1.50 sales. So, Soul Calibur 2 GameCube, complete with manual, complete in box. It was listed at $14.99. I have a 15% off sale going right now on like all my GameCube games and some of the SNES too, I think. So it sold for $12.74 plus ship on top. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Master Quest GameCube complete with manual. This was a game that we thought was, we know we had it listed at some point, and for whatever reason, eBay just didn't relist it. So we listed it at a price that we would hope would sell, and it sold. It sold, you know, so we're happy. And actually, transitioning the office, I found another one of these discs, just the disc, not the game and not the case and the manual, but I found it, and so that'll be another, hopefully another nice little sell. Mario Kart 8, another game that we thought we had listed, and it wasn't, so we listed it, and it sold for $7.50 plus shipping. New Super Mario Bros. Wii! Another game that we thought we had listed, and it wasn't, because, you know, when you look at your stack of listed games and there's, like, Mario titles, you're like, why aren't these selling? Mario games usually fly off the shelf as long as you have them priced appropriately, so we relisted it at a decent price, and it sold for $7.50 plus shipping on top. Moving on to the second account, or it's kind of the main account now. It's funny how that works. These Soul Calibur Talum minifigures, I have no idea. They're like the blind box things, but these are like bags. These and these Kid Robot God of War mini, again, like blind boxes, whatever. They're basically like physical loot crates. These both sold to the same guy. These went out to my dude, Joshua. Excuse me. He actually saw the video showing this stuff. This is stuff that came from my guy, the guy that I met on Facebook, and he messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, I have about a box of about 100 items." He buys pallets, return pallets. He's like, "I have about 100 items that I'm trying to get rid of. Thought you might be interested for $60." So I have 60 cents a piece into these, and so far I think I'm gonna be doing pretty decent on that little buy. Sold some other stuff that you guys will see here in a second. So yeah, Joshua actually messaged me. He said, "Hey man, when are you gonna list that Soul Calibur and God of War stuff?" And I saw the message when I woke up that morning, and I was planning on listing all the loot box stuff because I got the Crash ones and some other things too, Destiny and Fallout. I was planning on listing it all that day anyways. So I listed them, and I just messaged him back with the links to both of the products that he mentioned, and right after I sent him the message, he purchased both. So shout out to Joshua. Thank you very much. He says he's a truck driver. He said, I like hitting up garage sales, but I'm hardly ever home as a truck driver. Can you keep an eye out for Mopar and DBZ stuff? Thanks for the awesome content. So thank you so much, Joshua. I appreciate the support and the love in the comment. Mopar is like, I think I looked it up, and I think it's some sort of like a trucking brand, and then DBZ, Dragon Ball Z, obviously. So I told him, yeah, man, I'll keep my eye out on that stuff. So thank you again, Joshua. I appreciate your purchase. Sold one of those vintage pins. Actually, these next three are all in the same order. So we sold Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and the Scorpions. All in one order. Good little sale. Looks like there's only 2 available of the Scorpions. There's 1 left of Iron Maiden, and we still have 6 of the Judas Priest pins. So those classic rock ones, they're selling pretty good though. Like these, we have 18 of these. Like, I actually just lowered the price. I think I had them at like $4.99. I took them down to $2.99 because we have so many. But sold one of these guys. Actually, it was at $3.99. I sold it at $3.99. I took this price down this morning, so because there's 18. Like I said, I just want to start moving through them. So Good news for modern man, the New Testament in today's English version, 1967, a Bible. The New Testament. I sold 2 Bibles in the same day to 2 different people, like around the same time. I just sold 2 Bibles. I was like, what's going on? And I figured it might have been the same person, but it wasn't. I had 2 of these. They're both gone now. $14.99 a pop. Free shipping on the books isn't too bad because you can ship them media mail. Even the big, heavy, like 4-pound Bibles, you can ship them for like $4. Disney Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides Queen Anne's Revenge playset. Mouthful. This, I was worried about. I'm still kind of worried about. It hasn't arrived at the buyer's house yet. I'm hoping they're going to be happy. I took as many pictures as possible because I have no idea what the set is supposed to include and what it's not. Like, there's like an extra. Like, I didn't know if this was extra or if it was supposed to be with it. Like, you can change this part out with this part out. They're the same exact piece. And, like, all the masks and stuff. Like, I had no idea if it was all there. You know, chances are it's either not there or there's, like, extra pieces. I don't know which one of these figures were supposed to come with it. So I just listed it at a fairly lower price than what complete sets were going for. $39.99 and shipping on top. And this was actually an overseas sale. Somebody bought that. I think it was going to, like, Australia or something. I don't remember. So I don't know. I'm hoping they're happy with that, and I hope I listed enough pictures to show everything that's there, and you know that they're not going to be like, well, where's the blah blah blah? And it's like, well, that's why I put 14 pictures on the listing, so you would see exactly what's there and what's not. But we'll see. Yeah, $40 plus shipping on top. It was a good little sale. I got that for $1 at a yard sale, not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago. These jackpots are now sold out. Shout out to Grandma for leaving me a dozen of these vintage squirt jackpots. I had them listed for $5. They sold pretty quick. Like, if I really wanted to, I probably could have waited and, you know, sold them for 15 or 20. And I think because they're so old and they're still in the box and they're really cool. You know, if I wanted to be greedy about it, I could have. But I sold them for $5 plus shipping, and they're all gone already. I already sold a dozen. Actually, I sold 13 of those because I pulled one of them out of the inventory because I just included it with another purchase that someone else, yeah, I invoiced somebody and just did it manually, if that makes sense. These cards I got at that yard sale that everything was free. We walked up to this garage sale and she was like, everything on the tables in the driveway is free. And I was like, what? Because usually they have like a little pile of stuff at the end of the driveway that's free. Not always, but sometimes they do. But she was just like, everything at the yard sale. There was like 10 tables set up full of merchandise, just like a regular yard sale, but she was like, everything's free. And I was like, excuse me? So anyways, I found these things were really, really cool. These are from 1966. You know, I don't really get that excited about superhero stuff, but as old as these were, it was pretty cool to see. Unfortunately, they're meant to be written on, right? These little speech bubbles, and most of them are written on by whoever had them back in 1966. And some of them had creases in them and stuff. These things are worth a lot of money if they're in like pristine condition and they're not written on and stuff like that. But obviously mine weren't, so I just started a 99-cent auction, and they went up to $20 plus shipping, so I was happy with that. Obviously, I got them for free. I can't be upset with that. This is another thing that came in that the Facebook connection guy that I bought 100 items for $60. So I had 60 cents into this, sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. With a little GoPro Hero 5 and Hero 6 compatible battery. I listed this and it sold overnight because I listed it at a fair price. GMC hat pin, 2 available, 1 sold, $2.99 plus ship. This ink was expired back in 2005. We got it at a church sale for 25 cents with 2 other inks. This was a black ink. The other 2 were color inks. I've got the color inks listed together. They were for 58, I think. This one was 56. But since it was so far expired, I listed it for $2.99 plus shipping, and it sold like within 24 hours. So that was cool. This life-proof case, I believe I got this in a bag sale. Our thrift stores do bag sales like on the last Saturday of every month or something like that. So you fill a Walmart bag, and everything in it is $3. So I probably had less than a quarter into this, and it sold for $8.95 free shipping. So not the most money on that, but hey. This is the big Facebook Coca-Cola lot that I got a while back. Sold almost all of it to my mom. Cherry picked like 10 items to sell on eBay. And it sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. I already sold the 2 wall shelves and something else, I think, from that. There's a couple things left from that, but most of the Coca-Cola stuff that I picked out already sold. This Dodge hat, this was actually a viewer sale. I remember. Austin picked up the Dodge hat. He said, "Hey, Hope, I've been watching your channel since GTA 5 first released and have thoroughly enjoyed the crew shenanigans, Let's Plays, and now the garage sale videos. Just bought a Dodge truck a few months ago and need this hat to go with it. Yours truly, Austin." Austin, thank you so much for the support, man. I hope you enjoy. I don't know if this was like necessarily vintage. It doesn't look new, but it's like that cream color. It doesn't look. Also, it's got that, like, it's supposed to look a little torn up. It looks a little older style. I like it. It was kind of cool. It's not like a brand new Dodge hat. It's got that little bit of vintage look. So anyways, man, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for the support. I love you. $12.99 plus shipping on that. I've got a lot of hats. If anybody listening is interested in hats, just search. Just go to my store and search hats. There's a fuck ton of them. They range anywhere from like $20 to some of the really cool vintage ones down to like $7.99 probably, something like that. This pocket hose, found it at a thrift store at the thrift. Well, we have 2 thrift stores, I guess. Well, we have a Salvation Army and then a thrift store. Anyways, this pocket hose was brand new, never opened. Pocket hose, top brass, 2 75-footer. I guess there's a 50-footer and a 75-footer, maybe a 25 and a 75. And these are the ones that like collapse when you're not using them. And I honestly picked it up because I was just filling the pool. I bought a pool for my kids, and filling it with one hose was a pain in the ass. I have 2 spigots in the backyard, and I thought, well, if I had 2 hoses, that would have gone a lot better. So I saw this hose, and I picked it up for 10 bucks because I knew it was pretty good. When I looked it up on eBay and saw that they were selling for fucking 30. And then I got the pool filled, and I was like, I don't really need a second hose. I'll be all right. So I sold the damn hose for $30 plus shipping. So a good little flip on that. These ear pods, Apple ear pods, earphone, headphone, whatever the hell. These things, I used to have Apple phones, and I think that's just where they came from. These were just, there was just 2 of them like laying on the desk over here, so I just picked them up, lotted them together, sold them for $11.99. A lot of people were selling them for like $8 for one, free shipping, so I just like, fuck it, 12 bucks plus shipping on top, sell them together. I literally listed these, sat them on the listed shelf, sat down in my chair, and they sold. These little guys came from my Facebook guy that I made the $60 sale on 100 items. 60 cents into these. This is a multi-quantity listing. There was 2. Somebody like that within 24 hours after I listed these bought both of them for $11.99 a piece. So $24 plus shipping on top of that. Good little sale. I think have I already made my $60 back? What did I sell? I sold the GoPro battery for 10, those for 24, so that's 34. And then I sold the loot box things for 25. So we're $50 already. Another 10 bucks, I've got my money back on all that shit that I bought. Also, the Fallout bobblehead in there, I realized that is worth $40, $30. Just the bobblehead is worth $30 or $40 because it's a rare one. And that was in that $60 purchase. So, yeah, I think we're going to do all right on that. Heineken hat pin, $6.99 plus shipping on top. These Heineken ones are pretty cool. There's still 4 available. I guess that's the first one I've sold. But I don't like drink Heineken or really care about it or anything. But for like Heineken fans, I think it's a really cool style pin. They look neato, dude. These Beyblades, I bought these from somebody on Facebook for like $5, I think, because I was like, oh yeah, Beyblades, those might be worth a lot of money, and they're not. I'm actually shocked they sold for 10 bucks. 10 bucks plus shipping, so I'm happy to get rid of those. Probably never buy Beyblades again. Shakeology. This was an excellent flip. This stuff, I actually used to drink this stuff. It's pretty tasty. It's a weight loss supplement shake stuff. I don't usually have an appetite in the morning, so whenever I was dieting, what I would do is I would wake up and make a shake out of this stuff, and that would be my meal replacement because it's supposed to curb your appetite for the rest of the day if you eat breakfast and everything. But I never wake up and want food first thing. I just don't. I wait until lunch every day basically before I eat. I might have like a Pop-Tart, but that's about it. Anyways, somebody was auctioning this off on my little Facebook auction group that I'm a part of, my local Facebook auction group, and There was one other bidder that actually came in the last 2 minutes with me and bid me up on this. I would have been able to get it for like $13 or $14, which I know you guys are probably like, what? But you've already seen the sale price, so I guess maybe you're not. But anyways, I ended up getting this for, I think, 17 bucks, which is a little more than I wanted to pay, but it sold very, very quickly, within 24 hours, I believe, for $94.99 plus shipping on top. A lot of people sell these on eBay for $115 free ship, so I just tried to undercut that price a little bit, and sure as shit it worked. It sold real quick. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. This is another one of those games that we thought we had listed, but we didn't. So, listed it. Price to sell, $7.99 plus shipping right out the door. This McDonald's drive-through tie is actually pretty cool, like with the old school 50s style cars or whatever on it and everything. I don't know the actual date of the tie, but I'd say it's like, I don't know, 80s or 90s vintage. But just a really cool looking tie. I found this in a box full of stuff that I was at a yard sale, and I was like, "You take a quarter for this?" And she, you know, because I was like, I don't know. And she was like, "Sure." Sold it for $12.99 plus shipping. Also, real quick, I'm gonna show you guys. I don't think there's any other buyer notes. I'm gonna show you guys something else that I got at that sale with the tie. Mario Party 4, another game we thought we had listed, but we didn't. Listed it for $34.99 free ship, and it sold in less than 24 hours. All formats, no. Auction style, yes. And our last sale here, another good Facebook flip. I've been making some decent money off Facebook lately. These Tom Daniel die-cast cars. This guy listed them on the auction group with a $30 starting bid. So I knew as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, I need to look these up. Either this guy's just way over evaluating the price of his toys, or they've actually got some value. It was tricky. Some people sell these individually for like 15 bucks a piece, but then you'll see lots, you know, like when somebody sells like 5 of them or 6 of them or 8 of them, they could go for hundreds. So I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, I'm gonna take a chance on these guys. I waited. Sure enough, no one bid. Very last minute, I put in a $30 bid, so I paid $30. I had to pay up a little bit, but someone actually sent me an offer this morning. Last night. Someone sent me an offer last night for $115. I have them listed for $130, so only coming $15 off my asking price on something like this that I only have 30 bucks into. You know, I wasn't, you know, I'm happy with that. After eBay fees and PayPal fees, and my $30, I still made like 70 bucks off this sale, so I was very happy to accept that offer. Where is she? Auction style, ho. Where's my... Oh my god, hold on. I want to show you guys something cool that I found at this other. And this has 3 watchers so far. I have this at auction. I don't normally run auctions anymore. It's got 3 days, a couple hours left. But this was also at the yard sale where I got the tie. And this thing's really cool. So it's all in this little satchel. I think I paid $1 for this camera, like something ridiculous. So this is the camera before you like unfold it, and it turns into this. It's like a transformer. It's literally, the camera is a transformer. It's crazy. So you can see the leather's a little scuffed up on the top, and it's the same on the bottom. But it's really cool. It comes with like a bunch of different little pods of film and everything. I don't know if it works or not. I don't know enough about it to test it. There was this photo of like these kids posing with a dragon, so I just threw that in with the auction, and like some flash bulbs and the original instruction manual and like the carrying case itself. Pretty damn cool. But apparently, if these cameras, if I could test it, if I knew enough about it to test it and prove that it works, I could probably get like $150 out of this, just the camera. And a lot of people don't have like this sweet little leather carrying case and all the accessories and stuff like I do. So I put it at a $50 starting bid, and I'm going to see where it goes. Hopefully it gets some bids. If there's any of you camera nuts that are out there that know anything about it that maybe you're interested, feel free to check it out. So yeah, there's 3 watchers. Hopefully it'll get some bids. No bids yet, but 3 days left on the auction. So anyways, just wanted to show you guys that real quick. A pretty good week of sales. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to get this video edited and uploaded so I can get back out there and keep on listing stuff, because we got to get that cash flow. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week and show you what sold on eBay.